life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Kimmy B. And today I just came to talk with you guys a little bit about, keeping God first and just, what it requires to elevate while I get ready for work. So I think for, 2023, my main goal is to just invite God in everything that I do. Because I feel like if you don't invite God first, not happening. Depending on who you are. I know that for some people, if you walk with God truthfully, if you're not including him in everything that you do, sometimes it's not gonna go as planned. You have to literally include him, and I'm learning, sometimes that requires fasting. Sometimes that requires, literally sacrificing people, places, things. I'm learning that, when you walk with God, there's a lot of sacrifices you will have to make in order to, achieve certain things in life. But I'm also learning that it's not even more so about getting anything out of it. Your main goal should just make God your best friend. Me and God are besties. I feel like it's definitely important to have your own relationship with God. Not the relationship your mama and granny and them, told you to have when you were younger growing up. I think that it's important for you to, on your own individually build one with him, because then you will see a lot, you will see what it's like. Because me personally, I grew up in a church. I grew up going to 2 churches every Sunday. My granny's a pastor, my granddaddies are in the church, my family was involved in the church. And I feel like, before then, I didn't really have a relationship with God. I was just showing up, if that makes sense. And I feel like a lot of people show up. A lot of people say they believe in God, but nobody really knows about that walk.
Believe that God exists. They surely believe that God exists. But it's a different when you accept God to be Lord over your life. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. Everybody can believe that God is real. But not everybody has accepted God to really be Lord over their life.
Now walk, something serious, okay? But I just feel like, get your own relationship with God. Once you get your own relationship with God, everything will start making sense. Things that you thought made sense wouldn't make sense anymore. And I feel like that's just kind of important. Where is my eyebrow glue? Oh my gosh. No. So y'all, I'm about to go to work. I'm kind of keeping it a little simple. I just washed my face with my Fenty. And now I'm about to just, what the hell? But no, I just feel like keep inviting God and everything. I literally saw this girl, she literally was making a TikTok post, and she was just saying, this is how I invite God to, come to the gym with me. And I was just like, yes, it's that deep. You literally need to invite God in every aspect of your life, even if it's going to the gym. I invited God to come in to this YouTube video that I'm making, because I want to make sure I'm saying the right things, doing the right things. You want to make sure you're aligned. You want to make sure you're doing things as you should. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like me seeing her post that, I'm like, yes, I love that. I love when people know, it's not just about you call on God when you're in trouble. You call on God when you feel like there's nothing else to do. You call on God when you get something that you want. You're like, oh, thank you. No, you have to look at it as a relationship, an actual relationship. Nobody is going to love me the way that God loves me. Nobody is going to spoil me the way that God spoils me. Nobody is going to make me feel better, heal me, hold me, carry me through the fire and the storm like God. And once, you kind of, as a female, you realize that it's so much easier. Once you realize, as a female, once you make God your center, it's so much easier not to fall for a guy who is not for you, because then you'll realize this is the type of love I'm supposed to be receiving. Whatever it is from God, this is the type of love I'm supposed to be receiving. The way God loves me, the way God holds me, the way God is just there for me, his presence, the peace that I feel with it. I feel like if a man's not coming in your life as peaceful, the love is not as strong, he doesn't want to be that for you, like how God is, he's not the one for you. He's not even trying to make you his girlfriend, and he's just having sex with you and not really caring about you or your temple or just stuff like that. I think that it's a lot easier when you walk with God the right way to not fall for these men. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, inviting God in your life and keeping him first really is the key. That's the key to life. And I feel like society has just dimmed it to be weird to just really be for God like you should be. And that's what's holding everybody back. That's what's holding everybody back. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like create and have your own personal relationship with God. You will literally see a whole change. Like literally, if it was not for my relationship with God, where would I be? Like, no, I'm not even trying to be joking, but like, God is literally my best friend. And I feel like I'm always going through these trials where it's always bringing me back to the realization that God is God, and like, he's really him. Like, I love God. Like, I wake up every day wanting to be better for the Lord. Like, I want to wake up every day making sure I'm operating out of God's will and not my will. Because I got the plans. I got the vision. I got the wants. I got all this stuff. But, you know, every day I just have to make sure, is it what God wants for me? You know, especially with people. So, I just feel like having your relationship with God is so important. It's so important. Very, very, very. But no, I'm also going to be talking about like what elevation kind of requires. And I think that that also ties into it. I feel like if you're somebody who is having like these big dreams and goals, even if they're not, you know, big dreams and goals, just somebody who dreams in general, you should always keep God in the center. Because how else are you going to get there? Because you get there by your will, it might not last. It might not go well. It might not go like you wanted it. But if you do it as far as God's will and God's way, and you invite him in to make sure this is what he wants, then it will be, you know, it will last longer. It will be peaceful. It will come with peace. It will come with joy. And that's just what I am wanting in my life right now. I am literally wanting to just strictly operate out of God's will so I can elevate properly. Okay? Because I'm always growing. I'm always growing. I'm always outgrowing things as well. So, but I realize like elevation requires a lot of outgrowing. You know what I'm saying? Because how are you elevating if you're staying stagnant and staying the same, right? So you have to outgrow your current whatever situation, people, place, thing, so you can elevate. And a lot of people, you know, don't elevate, or their elevation is on a delay because they don't want to let go of those people, places, or things. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best at it right now. You know, I mean, I'm getting better because I used to be worse. Let's just say that. I'm getting better at letting things go and just, you know, letting it be whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, I also realize I'm always growing. That's why shit is always changing. You know, always growing, always always growing, always changing. So it's just important to, you know, keep God in the center. I feel like the more I keep God in the center, the more happens for me. Like, it's just, I don't know. But the walk with God ain't easy. But I feel like what makes it, I wouldn't say what makes it easy for me, but what makes it easier to do for me is to know the thought is like, damn, I'm really this strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, like God really chose me to be this strong, like to handle this battle. Like, you got to really look at it like that, because at the end of the day, life doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. And he's not going to do anything or put you in any harm's way, because no weapon formed shall prosper. But, Oh no. But yeah, the walk with God's not easy, but keeping God first, he knows your heart. Like if you are genuinely trying to work on being a better person, being a better daughter to him, being a better son to him, if you're a guy watching, just he knows your heart. Like you don't gotta have it all figured out. You don't have to know what exactly to say, because he'll know your heart. Like just come to him as genuine as possible, and be honest, be upfront. He already knows anyway, so you might as well just be upfront, be honest, and tell the truth, and just come to him and be real, and he will literally appreciate that. Like he appreciates the small things in life, unlike us as human beings. But yeah, I think that making God your first priority is just important. Like I'm trying to invite God everywhere. Bestie, you want to go with me? Like I'm trying to like really get to that point. And it's to the point like like even as far as surrounding yourself with people who follow God as well, like it's very, very important, because it's less temptation. It's less to be tempted when you're around people who understand. Damn, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not around a lot of people who really get the word of God to the point of to not do certain things. And I always have to explain to them, I'm not smoking because of this, I'm not drinking because of this. Damn. And I never really say I'm not doing it because of God, because it's for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing, like when you walk in with God, like yes, you should be doing it because you follow the Lord and you want to obey and blah, blah, but you also want to do it for yourself, because those things aren't healthy. So I just feel like it's not even, it's more so of you should do it for you as well, because it's not good for you. I just be like, I can't, I'm taking a break. I am just detoxing. Okay, because don't get me wrong, I used to have a good time, being crossed and all that, but it's not for me anymore. I am officially out of that life. I don't want it anymore. I want to. And once you realize how much it affects your body and why most old people are the way that they are, is because when they were young, they didn't give a damn. They didn't care about all of that. Or when I get old, this could affect me when I get old. No. So I'm thinking about it now, because I want to be a fine glam mama. Okay? I want it all. So yeah. I want to be healthy. I want to be strong. I want to just operate more in a sober mind, because then you can see things clearer, especially through those spiritual eyes, which is what we should be living through anyway, because what? It's a spiritual world. So, yeah. But, me personally, I just think it all is in due time. Nothing happens overnight. Absolutely nothing happens overnight. So it is what it is. Look at this blushing. I don't want to do too much, y'all, because I'm literally not even trying to do it up. I'm literally wearing the most basic fit. So, but I just feel like elevation does require a big change. I think in order for people to elevate, like a lot of people want this, want that, but are ignoring, because I wouldn't say they don't know or they're blind, because I feel like a lot of people be knowing, but they ignore what it is that they need to sacrifice to elevate. And me, I can't ignore it. God be like, look, this is it. You either do it or what? Because you ain't got a choice, actually. God don't give me no choice. But for the people who got a choice, choose the right way. Choose whatever it is to accomplish and do what you got to do, because at the end of the day, we were all born here alone. Like, we were born alone. If you're not a twin, you were born alone. You came, you have your own mission, your own purpose. You need to figure it out, and you need to get to it, baby. What am I doing next? Eyelashes. But you need to get to it. So, you come into this world alone. You have an assignment. We all have our own assignment. That is also what I'm learning, is that we all have our own assignment. Own assignment. I'm also trying to just get better, as well as just loving the journey that God has called me on. Because, woo, is it a journey? It's a journey. But when I look back, though, over what all God has brought me through, I'm about to get teary-eyed for real. But when I look back over the journey, like, I've had a fun life. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've had my, I've went through it. I'm not saying my life was perfect at all. But I look back and I'm so appreciative because when I look back, God has truly had his hand over me in my entire life. Like, yes, I have these problems, but they're not bigger or they don't overpower what God has done for me. And I think that that's what makes it easier to love the journey when you realize life's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So, that's just, loving the journey. Sarah Jakes Roberts said, love the journey. I'm trying to master a lot of things this year. I want to master, I wrote it in my notes. So it's basically just about just mastering the journey, just basically tapping in when you want to tap out. 6 strategies to mastering it. The plan, the journey, the everything. Number 1 is tap in when you want to tap out. Like me, like I'm not gonna lie, this week, the energy, drained, okay, drained. But I kept trying to push, I kept trying to tap in, and even though I wanted to tap out, you still gotta keep pushing, right? Number 2, when and how to ask for help from God or receive help from God. Or just in general, really, because I feel like in order to master something, you have to be willing to want to learn, ask, and know, right? Yeah. Another thing is just to have peace in trouble. Like that have peace in trouble goes with the knowing that life is happening for you, not to you. So I thought that was a really good one. Choosing rejoicing over rejection. Choosing rejoicing over rejection. That's just basically another thing, knowing that life's happening for you. So instead of, being mad about something that's happening, just thank God. And I'm trying to really, really get better at thanking God, even for the stuff that is kind of big and it's kind of hurts my feelings or makes me feel away. I'm still trying to get better at thanking God because life's happening for me. Rejection is what? Let me hear it. Protection. Okay. Number 5, know what's within is way more dangerous than what's on the outside of you. And me, you got to know your power. Know that power. You're powerful. Us, we're powerful. Especially, we're very powerful. And so I feel like knowing that whatever you have within is a very, 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 very strong attribute that is needed because you need to know you powerful. Number 6, don't just have a message, you are the message. And I feel like everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own different things that everybody can add to the table, in my opinion. And so I just feel like, Sarah really gave me the tea the other day and I listened to it and I wrote it down. And I just think that we could all use that. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely all use that. But needless to say, elevation requires sacrificing. Elevation requires letting go, which is a part of sacrificing. Sometimes sacrificing requires letting go. But elevation just kind of requires you to put God in the front of you. Okay? And I'm talking to myself too. We're learning together here, sisters. Oh, and brothers, if you're. But, just put God in front of you. I think that my problem is that I have so many goals and my ambition is huge. Okay? That God, I keep forgetting that God is huger and he needs to be right in front of me and those. And he, just give it to him, give it to him, give it to him. I gave my dreams, I gave my life, I gave my goals, I gave what I wanted, my aspirations to the Lord. God, take them. I want too much for myself and I'm giving it to God because guess what? He made me, he called me. We both set up this before I even got here. So, I'm just going to hand it to him since he gave me the vision. And I'm just going to keep it pushing and just live in the moment and enjoy where I'm at right now because I have literally prayed so hard to be where I'm at right now, which a lot of people do. That we all pray, for these things and don't even realize that when we even get there, we're already praying for the next thing, not even realizing that we're in exactly what we're praying for. And so I'm trying to get more used to living in the moment and letting God handle the future. Okay, God can handle the future. God, take it. I don't want it right now. But I think that that's majorly important as well. I want to master everything. I just want to be a master at it all. Whether it's physical, spiritual, I'm just trying to be a master. I want to master it. Because once you learn how to master things in life, especially those 6 strategies, who can touch you? Because if God be for you, who can be against you? But no, for real. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair, y'all. This flat iron is tired. I'm not about to keep putting heat on my hair. But I also am not ready to curl her. Ooh. So I don't know what to do. Let's see. But yeah, I think that, what am I even doing? I don't even know what I'm about to do. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? We're gonna do half of that down. Because the back is tired, but it's not as tired as the sides, okay? I just really wanted to come on here today and just basically say, like, please, we gotta start putting God first. Like, once we start doing that, once as a collective, we all start putting the Lord first, besties, we're winning. What do you mean? No one can stop us. Because you wanna know why? God is not gonna let anyone stop us. But how can he let anybody do anything if we're not keeping him first, if we don't have a relationship with him? It's important to have a relationship with him. Build your own. When I tell you, it's having a relationship. I feel like, me personally, I'm so cool rocking by myself because I have God. God literally, like, he has such a sense of humor. Most of the, features and things about our personality that we have come from the Lord. So why not, talk to him and share with him those same things that he has. He can relate to you. He knows you. He knows you better than anybody. That's why, just go on and put him first, sister. We got to leave these boys alone and pick up that Bible. I'm telling you, we are not trying to get deceived this year. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Yes, I should probably put gel on it, but I'm not, because I want to do a perm. Do I want to do a perm rod set? I might either do a perm rod set or a Bantu knot. But either way, my friend's birthday is, her dinner is this weekend. And we're not wearing this vibe, so. I am really getting to a point where I'm not really wanting to hang out with too many people if we aren't on the same mission. And when I say mission, I'm not necessarily meaning dreams and goals. I'm meaning if your mission is not to walk with God and get to heaven, and that's your soul mission, like, I'm getting to a point where it's like, all right, God, guess I'm gonna be, this way until you can send me one of your peeps. How does this look? A mess? Yeah, right. But yeah, it's just getting to that point, like, and I realized I don't care, because ain't no shame in my game. I am not ashamed to represent the Lord. I am not ashamed to walk with God. I am not ashamed to lose people because I walk with God. I am not ashamed. But I will be here to share my story, and you will hear about it. And if you don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you. Take it up with the Lord. I did something totally wrong here. I gotta leave out soon. But no, we're gonna figure it out together, girls, because my channel's definitely gonna be more heading in that direction. Of course, everything else that I'm gonna be doing, vlogs and stuff, but I'm definitely gonna be talking about the Lord more, because we need to hear it, we all do. But okay, edges. I just really want people, my main goal is to just strive for the Lord. I'm trying to live for God. Who are you trying to live for? Who are you trying to live for? I'm trying to live for God. I'm trying to live for God. Who are you trying to live for? That's the thing, and I feel like I'm strictly, like, I'm getting more strict about my surroundings, my environments, who I allow myself and my energy around this year. Because, like I said, if you're not serving God, who are you serving? Because if we're not serving the same thing, I don't have no business being around you. And that's where I'm at with it. That's what I'm at with it. Because I'm done explaining to people. I'm done doing this. I'm done doing that. I'm done. Because at some point, we got to change. You can't get into heaven being lukewarm. I had to get out of my lukewarm ways. And I'm out of them. And it's good. I feel good not even being in them. Honey, trust me, I am not missing out on nothing. I am not. I know y'all probably like, girl, throw some more edge control on there. No, y'all. I'm gonna love myself with these nappy edges because, like I said, I have to do that freaking my perm rod set or whatever this weekend. So, plus it's a chill day. It's not like I gotta be done up, you know? And it's unfortunate, and I hate that even like with people, like, you gotta stop going so hard for certain people if they're not on the same soul mission. What is your soul mission? That's gonna be the title. What is your soul mission? My soul mission is to follow God's will and his purpose for me in my life so I could do whatever he has called me to do. I could do whatever he's called me to do, and I can go home to heaven, okay? This is not my home, and neither is down there. Up there, please. So, you know, if you figure out what your soul mission is, you'll stop wasting your time. Oh, wow. But yeah, I really just hope that more people want to give their life to God for real, okay? Giving your life to God is more than just saying, I believe in God. Giving your life to God is more than just saying, I'm going to church this Sunday. He's worried about, do y'all have a relationship? Do he know you? You know? So that's what it is. What is your soul mission? What is your soul's mission? Not your flesh, your soul. That's what we can all think about today. And that's what we can just kind of figure out as a whole and as a family. I don't know, this might be too relaxed. Might have to throw on something. Oh yeah, this is too much. Success is obedience. And I'm trying to master obedience, y'all. Because when you obedient, then you really showing God, like, God, I mean what I say. And he's like, well, let me show you that I mean what I say, you know? But obedience is what I'm learning as well. My sole purpose is to be obedient and follow God's will. It could happen. To bring you guys along with me. Let's go, sisters. Let's go to heaven. Just keep God first, okay? Keep God in the center. Invite God for everything. Invite him like he's your bestie, okay? Right now, me and God are about to go to work. You wanna know why? Because I need him to cover me. So that's just that. I just wanted to come here and just kind of have that talk and just kind of say that and kind of my views of where that is, because, you know, I want y'all to come to this channel knowing God lives here. Okay, God's here. But yeah, sisters. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe on my videos and subscribe to my channel. There's so much more to come. I'm so busy. I have so much on my plate, but we're gonna knock this down and we're gonna get it done, and we're gonna get it done together, right? Yeah. But yeah, so ladies, make sure you think about what's your sole purpose, right? Bye.